Welcome to Archetypal Atrocities, the show where we play bottom of the barrel Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetypes. Each week, Jules and myself will spin a wheel to determine what archetype we'll be playing for that week. In addition, we will open 3 specially curated packs and pick a card from each of those packs to use in the deck for that week. We are allowed to play staples, but only if they support the archetype we get, and we can only play one copy of them in our decks. The winner of each week will get an extra pack they open for the next episode, while the loser will get to spin a loser wheel with multiple results on it, such as choosing your opponent's deck or moving an archetype from your wheel. The loser will also be able to play 2 copies of a staple as opposed to just 1. Now that that's out of the way, let's dig into some trash. Alright, well, we lost last week, so that means we're back on the loser wheel. Turns out Gravekeepers are very good at counteracting Vendread. They can't really do all the things they want to do, like ritualing something from the graveyard, recycling all the ritual spells. So because of that, we're back on the wheel. Let's go ahead, spin it, and see what kind of bonus we're getting for this week for losing the week prior. Hopefully something fun. I'm kind of sick of getting the wild cards, and it looks like, ooh, hoo, 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 ooh, hoo, ooh, hoo, hoo. This is the first time I get to pick the opponent's archetype. This hasn't happened since, I think episode 2 when Jules maybe go on Watts. So I'm excited to see what I'm going to put her on. This is going to be fun. So we got Jules. I'm going to pick her archetype, but I'm going to choose hers after we spin all wheels, so we don't have any mirror matches, as funny as that would be. So let's go ahead, spin the wheel, and see what we're going to be playing for ourselves this week. And it looks like we are playing... Oh no, we're playing Neo-Spacing. I actually love this archetype. I played this a bunch in Duel Links. King of Games 3 months in a row, by the way. I was the Neo-Spacing guy in Duel Links. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I love this deck. Obviously not good in the TCG, but we have Rainbow Dragon. That was not in Duel Links. This will be fun. I'm excited.
Well, I'm not spinning the archetype wheel this week because Johnny has gotten to pick my deck for me and I have been forced onto Ojama. And honestly, I can live with that. Ojama was actually the deck that was tried out in our episode 0, like our kind of unrecorded pilot episode, and it beat my ass when I was playing Fortune Lady. So, this deck is technically the only one that's got a winning record coming into this because it's the only deck we've technically played before on here that's come up. So I could be doing a lot worse, I think. And since I was the winner last week, I get 4 packs instead of 3, meaning, might be able to pull something that really supercharges stuff. So let's flip up the first pack, and it just loves giving me triple tack, huh? I mean, that's probably the run, although creature swap actually might be kind of funny with Ojamas, so maybe it will be creature swap, I don't know. Magical Hats is cute, we'll see. Not thrill, but triple tack isn't a bad floor. Anyways, next pack. Imperm. Okay. I don't think we can make that Dugaris, so we'll take the Imperm. Sure. Why not? Or, Smashing Ground, but it's the Imperm. Alright, pack 3, and... Well, hey, we've got Upstart. That's like a 39 card deck, although I'd probably maybe go with the Fairy Box first, just for, this isn't exactly a powerful deck, so having Fairy Box to kind of help keep us alive might be helpful. And our 4th and final pack gives us a Decode Talker. Okay, we have a Link Monster. It's just 3 or... Yeah, this isn't bad. I mean, it's not great, but this is probably going to be single-handedly better than, almost every monster I can summon in the deck. So, hey, we'll take it. Let's go.
Alright, and we're here getting our game on. We're playing Neo-Spacing. I adore this deck. I played this a lot in Duel Links when it was a good deck. King of the Games multiple times. I love this deck. Awful in the TCG, obviously, but we're not in Duel Links, so we're gonna make the most of it. Starting off, we have Elemental Hero, Spirit, and Neo, so this is kind of like a Battle Fader in a sense. Pretty much when the opponent's monster that close an attack, you can special summon this card, and they can't be destroyed by battle. And then if the card's special summon, you can add a spell trap that mentions Elemental Hero card by name, which is going to be on Neos Fusion, because it lists Elemental Hero Neos. And you can shuffle it into the deck during the main phase to special summon any Elemental Hero normal monster, which is always going to be Neos, because the only normal monster we're playing. Neos Space Connector, if we have a good hand, this pretty much guarantees we get to one of our contact fusions, because when it's normal summoned, you can bring out a Neo-Space and Elemental Hero Neos from the deck and just special summon in defense position. We're not going to be making Azole. We're not going to handle it, but it'll be fun. And then you can tribute it off to pretty much special summon a Neo-Space from your graveyard. So that's kind of how you make the line into. So you normal summon like a Neos or something. You special summon whichever one from the graveyard, and then boom, you got your contact fuse. Neospace Pathfinder, you just discard that out of Neospace, since this deck needs Neospace to function, that's why we're running that. 2 Ever Hummingbird, just because we're just running 2 of every Neospacer name, just so we kind of have a nice toolbox in our extra deck. This one you can just gain 500. Neospace and Aqua Dolphin, probably the one most people know. You can just look at the opponent's hand and discard a card from them for discarding 1. And you can discard that card so long as you have a monster with more attack. So if we have like the Neos on the field, it's probably going to resolve in some capacity. 1 Dark Panther, you can pretty much steal an effect of a face-up monster on the opponent's side of the field till the end of turn. Flare Scarab gains 400 attack and defense, so if Jules has a lot of spell and trap removal, or cards rather, this will have decent stats. Glow Moss can sometimes hit directly, very rarely. Very bad card, so probably not going to do much. And we're playing 3 Neospace in Grand Mole, probably the best Neospace card. Played a lot back in the day, probably the most played Neospace. Maybe rivaled by Aqua Dolphin, how it gets played now. This card doesn't get played at all anymore because it's just way too slow. But when it attacks a monster, they use both to the hand. Very powerful removal, non-targeting, non-destruction, very, very good. 3 Neos, unfortunately, we kind of need 3 Neos because this deck lives and dies by Neo, so we need as much names as possible if we can't get to them any other way. We did get 2 double summons out of our pack since we lost last week, so we can play 2 of these. And we kind of need it because the Neospacers need multiple monsters on the field, and they don't really have many ways to special summon outside of Neospace Connector. 3 Miracle Contact, it's pretty much a fusion by shuffling from the hand, field, to graveyard. Kind of just pretty much a fusion spell where you don't need all the monsters on the field to contact fuse. Neospace, it boosts all our Neo fusion monsters by 500, and more importantly, we don't have to shuffle them back into the extra deck during the end phase, which is their main gimmick. 3 Neos Fusion, shout out to all my Duel Links heads. Pretty much, you can special summon a fusion monster that needs 2 materials, Endless, Elemental Hero Neos, which is pretty much our entire extra deck. And then you can banish it from the graveyard to protect it from either being shuffled back into the extra deck, or being destroyed by a battle or card effect. 2 Overfusion, this one's kind of interesting. You can target a face-up monster on the field and reveal an Elemental Hero or Neospacin, or level 10 monster from your hand, deck, or extra deck, and the targeted monster becomes that monster till end of turn. So it's a way to kind of get a Neos onto the board without needing to summon a Neos. The revealed monster goes in the graveyard if you have Elemental Hero Neos either on the field or in your graveyard, otherwise it just gets shuffled back into the deck. And when you're playing this 2 Magic Cylinder, you know, we do know Jules is on Ojama, so if she has like an Ojama King with Ojama Country, we don't want to be taking 3,000 hits. So we have this, and Ojama doesn't really have back row removal, so we should be safe for that one. In the extra deck, Air Hummingbird, pretty much, while your life points are lower than your opponent's, this card gains attack equal to the difference. Not very good, but I just wanted to play this, slap this into the deck, just so we at Archetypal Atrocities acknowledge Air Neos exists still, even if Konami may not. 2 Aqua Neos, probably one of the better ones. It's pretty much, you can discard a card to just hand loop a random card from the opponent's hand, very nice. If you have an Aqua Dolphin, you can hit 2 cards in 1 turn. Very, very cool. Brave Neos, because it's one of the only Neospacins that does not get shuffled back into the extra deck, and it gets 100 for each Neospacin and hero monster in your graveyard, so guaranteed to be at least 27, if not more. And then when this card destroys a monster by battle, you can add a spell trap card that lists Elemental Hero Neos in its text. 2 Dark Neos, by the second best Neospacin, because you can pretty much target any face-up card on the field and negate its effect, and you can target itself, so you can ensure it doesn't get shuffled back into the deck, which is very nice. 1 Flare Scare, it just gains 400 attack for each spell and trap card on the field. We have a decent number, so this could get the high levels. Probably going to go into it too often. Glow Neos, also one of the better ones. If it can stay on the field, pretty much once per turn it can destroy a face-up card on the field with different effects. If it's a monster, it can't attack that turn. Spell, it can attack directly. And Trap, we can change it to defense position. Since Ojamas play stuff like Ojama Country, this is a nice way to be able to ensure we'll be able to attack directly. 2 Grand Neos, pretty much once per turn, you can just return a card, monster the opponent controls to the hand. Very nice, very simple effect. And then 2 Hero Neo Knight. It needs an Elemental Hero Neos and 1 Warrior monster, which all Neospacins are. And it gains attack equals to half the original attack of the Warrior side. So it's not going to get too much attack from the Warrior, because they're all very tiny. Unless we use like this dude, the Spirit of Neos, is really our only big option. That is the deck. I am excited to play this. I could have played Rainbow Dragon, but that seems kind of boring, kind of a little too streamlined, because it's not going to be a world where like I won't just slam down Rainbow Neos every time. I thought that'd be a little boring, so I want to do a little more of a fun one. Especially because Jules is on Ojama. Playing that against Ojama just seems mean. So that's a deck. So let's go ahead and go get our game on.
Do I feel confident in my deck choice? No. Do I feel like this is going to be a good week? Probably not. Am I, despite it all, still going to, as my forefathers before me, chaz it up? You better believe it. Yeah, it's Ojama. It's kind of awful, but what are you gonna do? Really? Like, this is it. Hooray! It's Ojama. You bring out Ojamas, you make Ojama king, you take away their zones, and that's it. You've Ojama'd. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna, just because I can, I'm gonna throw in the one Oja muscle. Yeah, there we go. One Oja muscle. We're playing 41 card Ojamas. Hoping we can make a decode talker out realistically. That's it. That's all I have for you. Actually, we'll cut an Oja magic. Boom. That's all I have for you.
And here we are, episode 9. I am very excited for this episode. I'm playing one of my favorite archetypes of all time. And to commemorate that, I wrote a little poem, and I'm going to read it right now. Chilling out with the crew in the schoolyard, finding trouble, never looking too hard. Well, back in class, they never taught us this. Some things you gotta learn, hit or miss.
Very deep. I'm moved by these original words. They're just
it truly came from the heart. So, I'm excited. We don't really need to keep secrets. We know the audience already knows you're on Ojama. I know you're on Ojama because I chose your archetype. Yeah. And frankly, I wasn't going to do it because I actually kind of wanted to play it, because behind the scene curtain, when we did like a test episode, I was actually playing Ojamas and had a surprising amount of fun with it.
Yeah.
But I saw the opportunity when I spun Neospace, and I'm like, this is too good to not do a thematic episode, because it's too funny.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely interesting because, like, I remember from that, I mentioned it a bit whenever I was filming my deck tech and the like, that from that test episode we did, like, our unrecorded pilot, Ojama seemed pretty competent, but then, like, as I was building the deck, I was like, oh, yeah, right, I was just also on a really terrible deck at the time, too. These aren't great. I was like, oh, yeah, there's really no win con in here, huh?
Well, if you lock down my board, I do need monsters on my board to use any of my fusion summons, so I guess there's that.
There is that. You'll see it when you go to edit, but during my deck tech, I have like a last minute so worried about not having any damage, I throw in 2 Oja muscle just to be like, in case I have like a board of normal monsters and a king, just I need to have it out for this just in case it comes up. I will cry if I just lose a game to that. So
that'd be very funny. Well. We'll see what happens, but before we can get our game on, we got to do rock, paper, scissors.
My logic was my deck feels as flimsy as paper, so might as well go with that.
Fair.
But I'll still try and chaz it up, I got a rep.
Okay. This is playable, I think. Yeah. Okay, yeah, it is. Okay, I'm seeing the lines. Okay.
Well, you know what they say.
Ooh. I'm actually surprisingly scared of that back row, because I know the Ojama doesn't really have any, so it's probably a staple one. It's surprisingly scary. Alright.
Or I'm just setting a bluff and I have just set an Oja magic.
True. Maybe setting Ojama doing fucking... What's that archetype that did that? Infernoid. Not Infernoid. Fuck. No, my bit!
Infernity?
Infernity. There you go. The Infernity strats.
Yeah, that's where Ojama Lime is. He's spell traps.
Time to channel Jade and Yuki. Alright. I will start by normal summoning the Neo Space Connector.
But...
Oh. That's a
You were
problem.
right. It was a staple card.
That's an issue. I forgot we even had these in
I
the
did too, and then I pulled it. So
Oh, that's an issue. Yeah, that's it's gonna happen. That's a problem. Okay.
my favorite Ojama card, Infinite Impermanence.
I've been betrayed by my own profile picture.
Hey, at
Okay.
least I was the winner last week, so I didn't have two copies of it.
True, I can take solace in that at least.
That's the only imperm I have, unless I got another one in a different pack. I was like, oh, that's a choke point in actual TCG. I know what to do here.
Yeah. I was gonna make a Zold. I was gonna pop off. Alright, well
just
I
just war flashbacks.
yeah.
No smoke grenades.
Well, we don't have smoke grenade flashbacks, OTC flashbacks, but I will not play into the imperm column like a fool. I actually
That's
lost
why
a
I put it
tournament
in
set
the
because of
middle.
that. Fun fact.
Ah, no.
I was like, oh yeah, and then
Like everyone gets got by it, but like once every like 8 months, and it
yeah,
just ruins your day.
it really does. It's just like, oh, there's no reason I should have done. I had 5 free zones, and I just put in the one where it
Yeah.
wouldn't work.
Like we always just walk into it in the most free times, and it's like you never play around it until it matters. Then it's oh, whoopsie.
Yeah. So I've seen like paper you just throw down because you don't really care. It's just like, oh, I
Yeah.
happen to throw down the wrong square. Uh-oh. Alright, well, no TCG flashback, but we can get some Duel Links flashback going. I will activate Neos Fusion.
Oh no, more plays.
The one of the two plays I could have done.
I only had an answer for the one, so
And in the spirit of Jade and Yuki, I'm not playing Rainbow Dragon because I thought that'd be too cheesy. But I am, so I will. Which one do I want to make? Do I just make
if it's
the?
I'm glad you said that because I had the same thing with the Arm Dragon cards that Ojama has. I didn't use any of those. I was like, nope, I'm keeping it pure. Partly because I think Arm Dragon's also on the wheel, so it's like
I think it is, yeah. If not, it probably should be.
we'll have to check.
Yeah. Okay, I can be boring and make Brave Neos. I can be cool and not make Brave Neos.
Oh yeah, God, you have an actual extra deck because you're playing Neo. Like, oh man, you have a toolbox. Oh my God.
I actually have decisions to make.
I'm not used to that in this format.
Okay, yeah, let's not be boring. I will send good old Neos and the Aqua Dolphin.
Oh boy.
And I'll make.
Are you sure there's not a smoke grenade? So far, you're 2 for 2.
That's true. The Elemental Hero Aqua Neos.
Oh boy.
So once per turn, I can discard a card to destroy one random card in your hand, and I will discard. This card has too much text. I
I'm
don't want
gonna
to
get punished for not setting a bait spell. Oh my God. I always overset and like get my important spells blown up for no reason, but now it's gonna get pitched from my hand. This is so I'm getting punished for not doing my bad play. Damn.
Alright, let's try and fish it out. This one.
You got it.
Yeah! What did I hit?
Bye, Polly.
Okay. That's very good, actually.
Yeah, whoops.
Alright, let's go to main 2.
Any other game, I'd have set that as a bait. Any other game.
I do. Does Eos? I think one of them like pops back. I think the Scarab one does. Anyways, let's attack. Get in, Neos.
It's blue.
That's a bad one.
So let's add a. I only just realized it said card, so I was like, oh hey, I have options.
I actually didn't know it said card either. I just always just snap get red, but I have a full hand of Atomas for that, so this one's a little bit weird.
Yeah, it's like I'm still probably gonna get a red.
Yeah.
With one of them, but it's like, oh hey, do I get country maybe, or because like it's either that or like grabbing pink, which also isn't bad, I guess. You know what? Actually, since red I can't do a big red anyways, I'm gonna get Ojama country and pink because they kind of synergize together.
Okay.
But they were designed to work together. It's not a good synergy, but it's how the deck's intended to work. Oh, not special summon. No, to hand with you. Wow.
There he is. And wah.
I take 8.
I mean 2. I'm gonna throw down a face down. And then end phase, this goes... I could say with Neos Fusion, that seems bad, so we'll go back to the extra deck. I love that they all have that, just because of one joke GX happened to me, so like, yeah, that's just gonna be the gimmick. Just go back to the extra deck. Why not?
Okay, that's a draw. So I'm gonna activate Ojama Country.
Makes sense.
Alright, so I will activate Country to... Did it just do it again?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was just a bug on my end. I'm glad it's not just me. I was like, what happened? Did you click a button? I'm so confused.
Like, it took me a second to register. It's like, it made the sound again. Why did it do that? Because it was about to activate Pink, and I'm putting it to the graveyard. So then Pink has its effect where then we get to we both draw 1, then discard 1. And then if I choose an Ojama, if I discard an Ojama, I blank one of your zones. So we'll both draw.
Okay, I'll toss out a Neos.
I'll toss a blue. And so in that case, I get both the to remove one of your zones, and also the other half of Country's effect summons an Ojama from the graveyard after I discarded. So special summons out blue. And I'll say that you can't use this zone.
Okay. That's fine. Now I know you can't anima me.
Yeah, that would have been nice. Okay, actually, this is a thing, kind of.
I'm excited.
I'll normal summon red to special out the other... Oh, didn't mean to do that. What the hell?
It triggers.
Yeah, there we go. Have to make it do a whole dance to get it back on the field. And then to summon out the other blue, then I can link off.
Oh.
I'm going to make, if Dueling Book will catch up.
Wait a minute now.
Come on, DD. There we go. Decode Talker.
I was expecting Ojama King. That's not Ojama King at all.
Yeah, no. And it's pointing to a monster, so it gains +5, so it's a 28 currently. Wow.
You've activated my trap card, Magic Cylinder.
No! So I'll take 28.
The plot armor.
Actually, no, not 28. Actually, no, yeah, 28. Rude. Actually, yeah, no, sadly I don't have any tribute fodder on board for that, so I have to
I assume you can't tribute my monster.
Yeah, no, I was like, I wish it worked that way, but there's no way it works that way.
But what if it doesn't actually?
Well, back at class, they never taught us this. Some things you gotta learn him this.
That's that.
Alright. Let's go. Stand by main. Funny draw. Okay, let's activate Space Connector. I contribute it and special summon either a hero or a Neo Space from my graveyard in defense. And I'll bring out everyone's favorite Neos. Then I will normal summon the Neo Space and Aqua Dolphin. And
there he is.
Shout out to the anime where we got a nice view of his ass. I will. Contact goes into shuffle, doesn't it? That's how that works. Yeah, it gets shuffled, which is even fucking worse. I'm remembering why this deck is bad. And he's back, baby.
There he is.
Shuffle.
You sure you don't want to put him in the zone in front of Decode Talker?
I almost did on accident. Yeah, I'll just go combat and let's swing it.
Actually, wait. How long does that zone get turned off for? Oh no, your zone's back, by the way.
Till the end.
Yeah, you can kill the token.
Alright, so it'll go away at the end of this turn. But I'm not going to be flooding the field with Neos, believe it or not.
Yep. Wow.
Phase, see ya. Quality deck.
Oh,
I like how like all like fucking like the anime characters all have like mostly decent archetypes, and you have Jaden.
uh.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
He like arguably did the most.
Mm.
And I am going to normal summon the Neo Space and Glow Moss.
Hello, Moss.
And I will then activate my Miracle Contact by shuffling my Neos in the graveyard and the Moss on my field.
Oh no, his unknown powers are unleashed.
And now he becomes a way less cool design than Glow Neos.
Yeah, that is significantly less cool.
Just make him like a gooey dude. It's unsettling how much light is emitting from his crotch. Anyways.
Yeah.
I will then activate its effect to destroy a spell card you control that is face up.
No, no Ojama country for old limes.
Get him out of here. Neos is not the hero in this story. Let's swing it for 25.
Not if I
No.
With the heads I don't.
That's so bad against this deck. Oh no.
Heads always shreds, baby. Let's go.
Yes!
No.
A box cannot stop the Glow Neos. End phase, I think I have to use Neos Fusion to banish so it doesn't get shuffled away.
That's valid, yeah.
And I'll end my turn.
I will begrudgingly pay 5. Oh, and you can just out the fairy box with Glonios next turn, too.
Yes, but I also lose a turn from that because he gets put to defense.
Yeah, but I think I will lose the game off the back
Also,
of that.
it's gonna go back in the extra deck next turn.
That's fair.
This is definitely an open game still because this archetype is so
That's
bad.
fair.
It looks like it should be an easy win on my end, but it's not. That's the
That
depressing
is
part.
fair. Well, in that case, I guess I wasn't thinking of quite conceding just yet, but I definitely do not like my chances. Though, I guess I don't like yours either. I guess it depends on who top decks a playable spell first.
Well, as we all know, Jaden is an anime protagonist, and you know what that means.
You do a Pot of Greed?
I got the heart of the cards, baby, Neo Space.
Ah, boy.
Alright, saved for a turn. Ooh. The question is, do I want to actually destroy Fairy Box? Because that puts me a turn down. That could be a Ojama Blue, or it could just be a Desperation set. Both very possible. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. Let's go for it. Bam.
Alright, heads always shreds.
No!
Hooray!
Alright, what did I hit into?
You hit into a pink.
I'll take 1,000. Alright, main 2. Can I use this effect now? I guess I can use the effect now. Okay, I almost misplayed horrendously. I will use its effect to pop the fairy box, and to defense he goes.
Oh, like, isn't it only during main phase 1?
You are correct. This card is even worse than I thought.
Yeah,
Never.
I saw the one there. I was like, oh wow, that is unfortunate.
Okay, well, I've made mistakes.
I guess I have to pay for Fairy Box, even though it's like.
Hopefully an open Cosmic Cyclone in a pack. Potentially scary. That's a card. I will normal summon the only good Neospace monster, the Grand Mole.
No, that's pretty good.
The only good card in my deck. And I will swing over this. Shall I bounce?
All right, heads always shreds. But yeah, bounce.
You might have wasted.
I still wanted to do it.
Did you waste your luck though for the glow Neos?
But the principle's worth it.
Right. Did you expand all your luck? Let's find out.
Oh
You
well.
also didn't call what side you wanted it to be.
Oh, heads always shreds.
Okay.
It will always be heads for me.
Okay.
So yeah.
Hey, Glonios got there.
This was grindier than I thought it'd be, so I have a chance. I feel not I'm not gonna say optimistic. I just feel like I might potentially not instantly die in game two, which is good.
If I don't have Neospace or Neos Fusion, I'm in a very... I could have been boring and made Brave Neos, but I wanted to be fun. Brave Neos is a little too boring.
Well, I get one of my like on type themed generic one ofs, High Obedience Schooled.
Oh, hey. I always forget this supports Ojama.
It sure does. So I get two, but their effects are negated.
Oh, no.
Destroy
Not
in
the
the
vanilla
end
effects.
phase. Do I want to go with like getting a blue in the graveyard? But it's like, no, the vanillas are just somehow better. That's Ojamas for you, where these guys can be the right choice in any capacity. Like I could make an emperor, but he'd be zero attack and just kind of die because I don't have access to country.
It's an Ojama thing to do.
Actually, no, wait, duh. I can actually no, I can't. I'm locked into beast, so I can't make Decode Talker, right? So I will just do this instead of making a horribly illegal move and having the comments be angry.
Alright, Tim, that's a really funny top deck. Okay.
Yeah, these guys are destroyed in the end phase, so they die.
Alright, time to do another move that I think Jaden also did in the anime. I'm gonna activate a pack card. Double summon. First time.
Oh, boy.
And I will start by normal summoning the Aqua Dolphin. And then I will also normal summon the Flame Scarab. So now he has 900 attack.
I've also realized that I've misplayed slightly, but you know, it's Ojama. It's not like I was really expecting a ton, so I've made peace with it.
I will activate Overfusion, which pretty much is Elemental Hero Prisma, basically. So I will reveal Elemental Hero Neos from my deck, so Neos Flare Scarab will pretty much just be Neos for the turn. That's in layman's term what that card does without being obnoxiously complicated.
Yeah, makes sense. It's one of those like I'm assuming this reeks of tin promo, like kind of like same energy as like the Slifer Trap or whatever.
I would not be surprised this came out in the tin. And contact fuse time for Aquaneos. He's back. And I'll use his effect by discarding my other double summon.
Jeez.
And this one.
Yep, there's the misplay. I was like, oh yeah, right, the set thing. I should probably set this important spell card in my hand.
Try it. Oh god, yeah. That's a good card.
Although it wouldn't even work because it needs to be exactly 3, so it was still kind of dead, but
Yeah, true.
a little frustrating. Not frustrating, just oh well.
Alright. I call upon the cosmos for the Neospace.
Oh no, you got everything.
I've sufficiently expanded my whole deck. They have one way to remove Neospace, I'm basically dead.
Alright, so it is pink. So, do I want to... Yeah, I'll do the draw and discard, so...
Okay, so I'll just mill mine because I have to discard mine no matter
what.
Mill. Oh, that's nice.
Then I'll discard Ojama Duo.
I completely forgot Neospace boost up attack of Neospacens.
Ooh, hey, I got rid of the cylinder. Awesome. And I'm going to give you no zone there.
Oh, yeah. Okay. This could be problematic, actually.
And then also I'm going to activate Human Wave Tactics.
You having a Ojama Duo is surprisingly scary. Because if you have a way to get to Ojama Country, I think King can pretty much put me in top deck mode, which is very bad for Neospacens. They need to try Neos Fusion or they lose.
Yeah, I think I'll start with activating Duo and banishing it.
Makes sense.
So
Surprisingly scary.
I sadly don't have any in hand for red, so getting red isn't a good call here. We'll definitely get blue. Oh, actually, this might be something. Maybe. I'm gonna grab pink.
Okay.
And then I'm going to normal summon Beadbird.
Beep, beep. Yeah. I've never seen this card in my life.
I was looking at everything that it worked with, like level 2s and like normal monsters, and it was like, oh hey, I can. This is a one up because I desperately needed like just even one more monster that was like a normal summon that could do things. So I was like, I can crash this and summon back 2 Ojamas. It's something.
Yeah.
But in this case, it's going to be material for this decode talker, and then pink effect happens. So you'll mill one basically again. Oh, it's to hand. Whoops! I realized the thing I was trying to do doesn't work, and now you'll just get to kill the decode talker. Oh well. Because I realized that Oja Magic doesn't summon out all 3 as I send it to graveyard. It just adds them to hand. Whoopsie.
You get a spicy Ojama red though soon.
That's true, and like I didn't have anything else I could do, so this is still the best thing I can do. It just does not do the thing I wanted it to do.
Yeah.
This is still objectively the best thing I could have possibly done, I think. I'd love for anyone in the comments to prove me wrong. Like, please do, actually. I'm definitely curious. But I think this was it. So I now have a hand of 4 Ojamas. Because my draw, one of my draws was also just already an Ojama, so I have no normal monster destroyed by battle this turn, so human wave tactics will do nothing. So
let's begin. Stand by main. It's actually a really worthless draw. I'll just get rid of this now just for simplicity.
Yeah.
I'm actually really terrified of you like getting Ojama red. Like Ojama Blue into Ojama Country and Ojama Red, because I don't know if I can out that with my current board state.
Here's hoping, because you know my hand and it ain't great.
One way to revive Ojama Blue is actually like a death sentence, surprisingly. So hopefully that doesn't happen. So let's get in for some Damage for 200.
Alright. Actually, isn't it more because of Neospace?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. So it's...
Oh right, Neospace. Yeah. Well, my decode talker never would have been able to kill that. So how much am I taking?
so it's 3,000, so 700.
So 7. Yeah. Blah. If only I had access to country last turn. But it is what it is. I wonder what I said.
That's also a really bad top deck. Well, you pretty much just keep just getting some dudes, so I guess we gotta get the train going. Don't be a Jumbo Blue. Okay, thank God. Okay. I'll end my turn and you can get your human wave tactic.
I love that tactic specifies you have to shuffle the deck.
That's really
usually Yu-Gi-Oh cards don't do that. It's usually more of a Magic thing, but it says the deck is then shuffled.
This card like, isn't that old either. Well, like that's like a normal thing. I think this came out like during GX, which makes it even stranger.
Have I? Oh right, I'm only running 2 of each. I've already emptied my deck of them all. Human wave tactics does nothing.
Oh no.
But I will, on your end phase, activate Ojama Duo.
No.
So I will make my own tokens. Blah. Blah.
300 burn. Oh no. Oh, I just realized how bad this is. Oh god.
Oh?
Because that's not good. Because you can special summon blue now.
That is true. I do have access to it
like
because
that.
I am going to banish my duo.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
I will special summon blue, special summon red. Oh wait, no, red's on normal summon. He does his thing. Never mind.
I like how they made it a normal summon. Like, it'd be too good if this archetype had a
Yeah,
special
right.
summon one. Like, heaven forbid.
So I'll actually just grab.
I mean, John Mavet's pissed about it too.
Yeah, right. He's like, "Come on, man."
Don't mean with these smugs, I can't even get a good effect.
Special summoned out the pink. Unfortunately, I'm about to have to take 25 just to run my blue into your Aqua Neos, but price we pay.
Yeah. Ow.
Hey, that's my line. Actually, no, it's 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most costly searcher known to man. So now we'll add country and red.
Yep.
Now we've got the thing, but I have to do it in main phase 2, so I can't attack in and just kill the Aqua Neos. So if you top deck Grand the mole, I'm just
true,
like
actually, I forgot about mole. Oh shit. Do I have troop getting Yuki energy? That's all this one.
activate Ojama Country, normal summon red to have a whole clown fiesta.
What was the squad?
I actually don't even want to send pink to the graveyard to give you the draw. I genuinely think I don't want to do that. Now that I'm thinking on it, it's like, no, actually, that'd be not great. I'll activate his effect.
Yeah.
The special blue. Right, that's annoying. He says, no, you can't make another one of me. You have to make only fusion monsters if you activate my effect. So I actually might not even activate his effect then, because I can do... Yeah, his effect's bad in this case. So, because instead what I'll do is I'll activate Ojama Country to res.
Okay.
By pitching the muscle in hand. Because it's an Ojama card, technically.
True.
And then I get to special summon an Ojama from the graveyard. So I will summon back out the blue that way. Second Emperor!
Oh god. Jazzing it up now. This is not good.
Okay, and now I can activate his effect. There we go. I have chazzed it up.
This is really bad because you just have a cousin now.
Your go.
Alright. I'll draw. If I could tribute... That top deck's like so close to being good.
Ooh.
If I could tribute these tokens, is actually no, it wouldn't actually help, but potentially good down in the future. Ironically, I wish I had double summon right now.
And remember, you can't tribute those tokens.
Yeah. Sucks. I guess I just gotta pass. Unfortunate.
I see.
So they don't see any anime having just passed the turn.
Go to battle phase.
Yep.
You'll take 5 here. Actually, no, they're tie, so they'll
No,
just
because
crash.
the defense is switched, so it's only at 25.
Oh, right, country.
Unfortunately.
What a beautiful country I live in. And then one of the tokens goes, and you'll take 3 from that.
Ow.
And main phase 2, I will activate Emperor to res the other blue.
Alright. Top deck Neos Fusion. That's not Neos Fusion. You'll go.
Activate the effect of Emperor.
Yep.
To special summon out black.
Okay.
Boonga boonga.
Oh my god, it's void state.
Wow.
I'll take 300.
We are halfway to a Muxus.
Unfortunately, I will, in the second response, I'll activate the Elemental Hero Spirit of Neos
No.
Since you declared a direct clacking, spells come cover my hand defense, and it cannot be destroyed by battle since I did this. And if it's special summoned, I can add from my deck a polymerization or a spell and trap card that mentions elemental hero monsters card by name, which based on Neos Fusion. I will do that unless you input me, and I will be sad.
You're good.
Okay. I think.
Sadly, you're good.
Okay, so this does mention by name. Okay, Neos Fusion. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom.
All right, and then so he can't be destroyed or anything, right?
He cannot be destroyed by battle.
Cool. So just 3 kings looking at another king.
Stand by me.
That's just for the turn, right? Like now he's destructible and everything, or
I'm not positive, but I'm going to use its effect anyway, so it doesn't matter. So I'm going to shuffle it into the deck to spell summon an elemental hero normal monster, which is probably obvious what I'm going to bring out. All one of them.
Yeah.
Alright. This is actually going to be an anime moment, hopefully. And then, I'll normal summon the Glowmoss.
Mm-hmm.
I will contact Fuse to bring out the Glow Neos. He's back.
There he is.
For more war crimes. Okay. And then, for my next trick, I'll activate the Neos Fusion.
Mm-hmm.
And, which is the right one to make here? So we will send Neos, and we will send... That was legal to do, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay. There it is. There's the right one and the funny one. Let's do the funny one. Air Hummingbird. Air Neos, he's real. He doesn't not exist.
Air Neos.
Literally, its effect is useless, but he exists in my heart. I didn't forget about him. I will activate Glow Neos' effect to destroy the Ojama country.
You sure you don't want to hit human wave tactics?
I think I'm good. The downside here is I still take all the damage that's going into Ojama Emperor. Unfortunately, but things must actually. I don't. At least with. Do I keep it on the field? Is anyone? I think this is what I do. Yeah, I'll. Since I destroyed a spell, I can attack directly for 3,000.
Let's see.
Oh God, that's an issue.
Heads always shreds.
No.
Yeah.
All right. And, let's swing into probably. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. Do this one. Well, I take 0 of 3,000. 0 it is.
0.
Alright. Well, that's an interesting stalemate.
Truly.
My anime moment ruined by another anime moment. I just realized I think it's the first time either of us have ever used a normal monster.
Oh, yeah, and we're both using them.
How convenient. I just realized that right now. I was like, oh yeah, I don't think we've used these before.
That is fun.
This has been a very surprisingly close and thematic match.
It has. I guess I've just kind of gotta go for it. This could be demonstrably bad and stupid, but it's also maybe the only chance I have of winning the game.
We summon blue, crash for Drama Country 2.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
I mean, it is. I guess I can just destroy it again immediately, now that I think about it. Unless you can get rid of Glow Neos. Actually, no, you can just kill Glow Neos. Never mind. Wait, that's really bad, actually. Wait a minute. Don't do that.
Thing is like I can't have them. If I crash that combat phase, then I can't kill Glow Neos.
Oh, that's right. Actually,
yeah,
I forgot about.
So I'm trying to think if there's like any like better thing I can do, because you're correct in that your Glow Neos can just pop it again,
Yeah.
so it doesn't really accomplish much. I guess the answer might just be to sit. But then like you can like remove the fairy box next turn. You won't get the attack in, but it's something, if you even think that's worth doing. So I think it's... Yeah, I'll just sit.
Alright.
I don't think you can kill me next turn, so...
I can't because if I attack into your Ojama, I just kill myself because I don't have enough to kill all 3 of them. Really, my only option is just slowly kill them with Glownios, but you can just revive them. That doesn't work either. What a strange situation we find ourselves in.
Yeah.
I think I see the line here. Okay. I will normal summon Connector.
Mm-hmm.
I'll activate its effect.
Mm-hmm.
I will bring out the Grand Mole. I think that's being defense. Yeah.
Yeah, Grand Mole's... Oh, defense is good. That's good.
And, let's get him off, bring out the Neos,
Mm-hmm.
and let us contact Fuse,
Oh, yeah, Grand Mole has one of those.
which is probably the best next to Dog Panther, because Dog Panther can negate its own effect. Alright, so now I can discard the target monster you control and return it to the hand by... Oh, I don't have to discard, I can just do that. That's nifty.
Nice.
So I will do that. Let's get rid of the one in the EMZ, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think I do destroy the fairy box here, so I'll do that with Glownios.
Alright.
Alright, main 2, we're gonna get an owie, but it's a necessary owie.
Alright, so you'll take 25.
Take 3,000 now.
Alright. Okay, because of your space.
And then that will be that. That Ojama King effect, Emperor, could be very surprisingly relevant. Never would thought I'd see the day. I don't think it's likely, but if you pull off Ojama Soul, you deserve this the whole match. I'll just concede the whole match if you pull that off somehow.
Gosh, what can I... My hand is really, really stinky, but like it's just tempting enough to think, oh, you might have a line, but like I'm pretty sure I don't. I'm pretty sure that you've got me pretty dead to like my horrible top decks. You got a board of like when they're not being bounced back every turn, they almost feel like decent bosses.
Like
So
if back row move didn't exist, this deck would be broken.
Because, like, I'm just trying to cheese you out of it, is what I'm trying to do right now. I'm close, but I'm not quite there.
You are, actually. There is a line that you have a very easy way for lethal.
Wait, like, you see a lethal line?
I do see a lethal line. I just barely noticed it right now. I can tell you, but I do see a lethal line.
Interesting, because, like, I can't res a link monster with Emperor, so...
I do not see a lethal line then.
Yeah, like,
My line was
that was my... I wish I could just bring back the other Emperor and then crash, but...
I didn't read that. I guess this card can't be too good.
Right. Like, it would be very funny if I just cheese the win here, but like I can summon 2 monsters. I can't make a third to resummon the other Emperor.
Same.
And like I'm scratching every surface of my brain trying to eke out a third summon that doesn't exist. Where it's like, oh, maybe if I reread Red again, something will change. Because my hand is, is Law of League of Uniform Nomenclature, Ojama Delta Hurricane, and Red. So I think you got it.
Yeah,
But...
I don't think there's a line there. It does. It's very close.
Yeah, that was great though. It was a very fun match.
I had a lot of fun with that. That was.
It's just 2-0. I think we've had so far. Like,
yeah. And let's say with these 2 decks, of all the decks to be close, it was these ones.
Yeah, it's very, very thematic. It's very perfect.
I was like, the reason I chose, like, I chose Neos to do an anime duel. I didn't expect the duel itself to be something straight out of the fucking anime.
There was this one up I desperately wanted to get, a major upset. It would have been so perfect. Because because like it would have been bye.
That's just a one-side feel wipe. It's true. That's really funny.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you have Neo Space? Too bad. But it never was meant to be.
It truly would have been a major upset.
Yeah.
That's funny. That is episode 9. Very fun. I enjoyed this episode a lot, actually.
Oh, yeah, this was great.
And to close it out, I have written another poem to close out this lovely episode. Tough times, hard climbs, we'll take 'em together. Right now, let's go. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, Generation Next. Game on, get your game on. Come on, you better play your cards right. Game on, get your game on. We'll make the grade and win this fight. Yeah!
Really moving. Let's go.